So, does anyone else shop for kitchen decor in their unusable third bathroom? Anyone? Just me? Okay. This video is part of the Minimal Moms Kitchen Declutter and Redecorate Mega Motivational Series. Once you're done watching this, go check out all the other videos there. Now, this is my kitchen, and for the most part, guess what? We've done a great job keeping up with it. We're maintaining it. For me, in recovering in my hoarding, it looks really good. But of course, I still have my hot spots, right? Like anyone else, these flat surfaces tend to be like magnets for clutter. And last week, we did a quick 60-second declutter and clean shorts video. That way, we cleared off this surface and it was ready for today. But there's also a second hot spot in this kitchen, and it's this countertop right here, right? And all this is just really bad subconscious habits of not putting things away because I was in a rush. Like this, an easy tossy, my goodness, just recycle it. And this, I'm just going to condense this box and put it into the pantry. We already organized the pantry, so this makes it quick and easy to put the little bites away. And even when you struggle with hoarding disorder, the more you declutter, I promise you, it actually gets easier. I'm not as overwhelmed. I can see things for what they are and start to put them away. Like these party supplies, I do have a home for them. I know exactly where to put them away. And of course, in my home, you'll always find the kids' Pokemon cards. And I do want to organize them with them this summer. I think that'll be a fun project for them. And now it is all cleaned off. And that was a quick and easy task because we've strengthened our decluttering muscles over time. And now it's time to move on to the fun part, the redecorating part. I am so excited for this. So I really wanted shelves on the walls. So we did go to Home Depot and we bought these shelves and poles so hubby can install them onto the walls. Now, Memorial Day weekend in Jersey was very cloudy and rainy. So when we would have a pause in the rain, I stopped to stain the wood. And what I'm using is a wood stain called Aged Barrel. It's really pretty. I like it. It gives that farmhouse kind of look, and it has a grayish tint to it. So what I was doing was just soaking the wood with the stain to cover the wood. And I let it dry for 15 minutes, and then I took my rag and wiped off all the excess stain on top of it. And afterwards, as I let it dry, I was loving the way that it was coming out. It was the exact look that I was looking for. And while I was in the garage, I had a great creative idea pop into my head with all of this extra wood sitting in here. See this piece right here? I want to cut it into a wooden house for the shelves. So I made my marks to make it look like a simple house. That way, hubby knew exactly where to cut the wood. And now it's time to get all my craft supplies to make these little wooden houses look cute, like this white chalk paint. I'm going to paint them white. And to add a little color to them, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this accordion folder, which has my scrapbooking paper in them, because I know I have a lot of beautiful, colorful scrapbooking papers that I can use to brighten the little houses up. And to make that scrapbooking paper stick to the wood, I'm going to need my Mod Podge, which I do have on hand in the basement. Okay, so hubby cut out the pieces. Look how cute. I love how they came out. And the first step is to paint it with the chalk paint. So we're going to cover the entire area. I'm only going to do one coat on the front, but on the side, I'm going to do 2 coats because that's going to be the side that really shows the most. Once that's all dried out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to trace the shape of the house. That way it fits perfectly on the front. and ever so carefully cut a straight line as best as I can. Of course, once you put it on and you put the Mod Podge, you can flatten out the sides if there's any crooked sides. So first up, you put a generous coating of Mod Podge onto it and apply the paper. Once that's dried, then you apply the Mod Podge to the outside of it so it seals it up. Lastly, we take this twine, and this is from Dollar Tree. I have to admit, they really stepped up their craft supply game. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take a piece of twine and I'm going to wrap it around a few times. And then I'm going to tie a little knot in the front so that it looks really, really cute. And now that little DIY vision I had in my head came to life. I made it double-sided. That way you can change the look of it. And I really loved how it came out. I do love creating crafts. And now it is time to shop my hoarded stash, which is, yes, in my third bathroom that is not functioning. Don't worry. It hasn't been a bathroom in about 8 years, and it's just a closet, basically. So inside of here, I know I have goodies that I have squirreled away in the past, like this sign. I love this. This is home. We can use that. Same with this. This will be perfect to use on the shelves. Now, this bag right here is something that I got from my town's giving page. Now, I stopped accepting things on there and started putting more things up, but I had gotten this in January because I thought it was so cute and perfect for a kitchen. And in this back corner, I do have some lamb's ears that I bought from Hobby Lobby in the beginning of 2019 when lamb's ear was all the farmhouse rave. And in the basement, I remember I have these flowers. And I kid you not, my best friend gave them to me in 2005. I think we can finally reuse them this video. Now in the living room, I have this sign right here from Hobby Lobby that says Party of 4. But I feel like that would be better in the kitchen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this there and replace it with the This is Home sign instead, because I feel like that is a better fit in this room. And in this drawer, I remembered I had gotten something else from my Facebook Town's giving page. Again, I did get this in January. I knew I wanted to use it in the kitchen. And I know that getting stuff from a free site is a slippery slope with someone with hoarding disorder. So I did stop. But at least the pieces I do have, I am going to be able to use. And I'm really glad that we took the time to organize this back office because this is the perfect time to use some of my Dollar Tree supplies that we have. So everything in this bin is from Dollar Tree. And I had grabbed this cute little wooden crate because I thought it would look perfect with these two little flowers into it. I thought it would be a cute little accent to give a pop of color. Now, you know my creative soul won't stop just there. No. I need to paint the crate white, grab some more of that Dollar Tree twine, tie it around the crate a few times, make a nice little bow on the front, and voila, I had to give it a little extra pizzazz before we put it up onto the shelves. And we also have this piece that we had picked up for free because I thought it would be really cute if we added some of these Dollar Tree items to it. And this is when I'm in my zone, when I'm creating, when I'm trying to put things together. I'm in my own little world, taking all the pieces and trying to figure out how can I create it into something new. And I think this is why I kind of struggle with hoarding, because the more pieces I have, the more I feel like I can create. But I need to find that delicate balance of having stuff on hand, yes, but not having a hoard, and learning how to curate and organize all these fun craft supplies. And I know Minimal Mom is an amazing inspiration to paring down what you need. And of course, Clutterbug is a great resource to help you organize all that stuff. And hubby had installed the poles for the shelves, but I quickly realized that my measurements were a little off. They are actually a little too long. I need it recut. And this is just a friendly reminder of how important it is to get your measurements right the first time. So measure like 10 times before you get your cuts. And if you want to avoid cutting and measuring altogether, well, guess what? Home Depot actually already had the brackets pre-made. We didn't know that. And this will actually be perfect for the second wall because I need a shorter shelf for that. And once I was done getting that tongue twister out of my mouth, it was time to put the shelves up. And I have to admit, I am liking how this looks. And what's really fun is that I get to decorate using stuff I had hoarded away, Dollar Tree items and DIY projects that I thought of in my head because we did this on a budget. And I love how this turns out. It's such an expression of my heart because the artist in me sees an empty canvas and a potential to make it beautiful. And I think that's kind of where that thin line of hoarding comes in because I tend to like to fill up empty spaces. So maybe I tend to see these empty canvases and think, how can I create it into something new? And now, as an artist, I finally get to reveal my grand masterpiece, if you will. The shelves. I love how this looks. This is what I envisioned. This is absolutely what I thought of in my head. And I was able to create it into the physical world. And I like how it came out. I really do. I think everything is cute because I really was going for this farmhouse kind of look, especially in the kitchen. And I just love that it was from pieces that I made. And it's neat and it's tidy. And to me, this looks good. I don't know if I'll ever be like an extreme minimalist. I will always have things in my house. I will always have decor. I will always like to change it out. But I feel like as long as it looks nice and neat and symmetrical, it's okay to have these things in your house. And that is the beauty of seeing how everyone declutters and decorates their kitchen. Some people will be minimalists. Some will be maximalist. Some like more neutrals, some like lots of color. But that's how we get inspiration to curate and create our own dream kitchen. We take ideas from other people and make it into our own. And speaking of creating your dream kitchen, look at what ours used to look like. It was outdated and there was carpet on the floor. I know, right? Carpet on the floor in a kitchen. And it was hoarded and messy and it didn't look good. And I had a dream to have this kitchen that I wanted. And now it's here. It did take some time, right? It did take some time to finally strengthen my decluttering muscles, to finally get to the place where I could organize and create this beautiful kitchen. I had a lot of dreams back then, right? And they all came true. They finally came true now. Because now I am living that kitchen picture that I always imagined in my mind. And you can do it too. You can declutter the messes. You can redecorate. It might take some time. It might not happen overnight, but that's okay. Because my favorite saying is a journey of 1,000 miles starts with just one step. And that's exactly what this is, a journey of how I am freeing myself of hoarding disorder.